welcome to IBPC Dubai. And may I also welcome all our members and a wider audience that is joining us through social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And thank you for accepting our invitation to speak to the IBPC audience about under our series called India Dialogues. This has been a series that we have had for a few years now with reputable personalities and senior persons such as yourselves. And I welcome you to this. Without further ado, let me plunge straight into the dialogue. Let me ask you a question, Nitinji. We all know your public personality. We know that you are one of the senior most cabinet ministers. You've been national president of BJP. You've been in the media very frequently. We'd like to know a little bit about the real person that is Nitin Gadkari ji. I.e., what was your early days like? Who inspired you to pursue a political career? We know that you did your MCom and LLB at the Nagpur University. And you were what Wikipedia refers to as the social entrepreneur, a businessman, an industrialist, and a social entrepreneur. And then we also know that you were a student leader, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, and Bharatiya Yuva Morcha and the like. But tell us a little bit about what was the inspiration, what were the early thoughts, why did you become the strong political leader and the leader of the country, as it were. Tell us a little bit about that.
Actually, from my childhood, I have got association with RSS. And in my student career, I was member of Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, ABVP. Actually, that was the time of 75, start of emergency at that time. So, as a student leader, I got opportunity to participate. At that time, I decided to do something for society and for the country. And on that time, my teaching, my sanskar from Vidyarthi Parishad and RSS, which give me inspiration and motivation to work for politics. Actually, the true meaning of politics is not only power politics. True meaning is Rashtra Karan, Samaj Karan and Vikas Karan. Politics for socio-economic transformation. And actually, I have a conviction that politics is an instrument of socio-economic reform. And that is the most important thing which inspired and motivated me to work for society and for the country. And after my student career is completed, I joined politics from grassroots level. Actually, neither my mother or father, no one was any big leader in political party, neither MLA or MP. I am from the agriculturist background. So basically from my childhood, I have keen interest in agriculture, the handloom, handicrafts. And actually at that time I inspired and motivated by the socio-economic thinking that the politics is the instrument of socio-economic reform. So I never select politics as my career. And now I am happy. Only my mission of my life is I am not sadhu or sannyasi. I have to protect my family, my child, my children. I have responsibility of my family. But after that, I feel that the whole country is my family, whole society is my family. The educationally, socially and economically backward community, their poverty, that inspired me to do something for them. I am now, actually previously I was chairman, but is a trust which is, I'm a founder for the trust, We are now having 1300 Ekal Vidyalaya in the tribal area. 950 teachers are working and 18,000 students are in the education. The schools are not in the city area. The maximum schools, 90% school are in Naxalite belt area, that is Gadchiroli, Sironcha, Etapalli, Aheri, Medghat. Tribal part of the Vidarbha where I am doing this work. Then I am working for medical health services, Deen Dayal Sansthan. I have already done heart operations, more than 10,000, helping to poor people. We are now have lot of big track record of social services as far as the health sector is concerned. Then I'm working in organic farming, water management, water conservation, biofuels. Then for the benefit of farmers, I decided to start sugar mill. That was a very economically non-viable project. But now we are succeed. We are making lot of products from that. We are making ethanol, power, detergent from the sugar. Then we are making bio-CNG, making distillery, ethanol, then rectified spirit. We have a lot of diversification in it. Presently, I don't have any relation with business. Neither I am an industrialist nor I am any entrepreneur, but I am a social entrepreneur. And actually I am known for Mumbai-Pune Express Highway, Worli-Bandra ceiling project, 55 flyovers. But actually I am working in the rural agriculture area. We have I am a chairman of a trust named as AgroVision. Every time we have 4 days exhibition, 3 to 4 lakhs people visited there, 40 to 50 workshop we have taken, and try to skill the agriculture farmer particularly, that how they get more production from the land, how they can reduce the production cost, how they can increase the productivity and reduce the expenditure cost. So we have sugar cane, then we are working in, now we have my children, my boys are, my 2 sons, Nikhil and Sarang, they are looking after it. We have one project. We are supplying 20 container of vegetable to Dubai. He has got his big export. So his office is also in Dubai, but they are low profile and they are never take advantage of my name and anything. So we are very low profile on it, and he is doing good business. We are in oil, spices, then oil, then petroleum also. His presence is there. But I have a lot of doing. I am a social entrepreneur. So I am basically working in for upliftment of the downtrodden, and that is the mission of my life. So this is the idea about me, and
Contribution, Nitin ji, and the trust in particular. Ekal Vidyalaya has a chapter in Dubai. Some of us have adopted schools in India. Some of the leading NRIs here, and it's doing great, amazing work. I was also interested in what you mentioned, that you are basically an agriculturist, and you mentioned about agriculture and the contribution. It's 70% of India's economy. That's where I was happy that your ministry, MSME ministry, is now going to also encourage agro MSMEs, focusing on agri-processing, that entire, as they say, from farm to fork supply chain. Dubai, as you know, Dubai ports have invested in cold storage and logistic facility in that respect. And so there is significant amount of interest because food security is an important agenda item here. And so the food sector, the agri sector in India, especially, we have one of the highest productions of wheat and rice, etc., which comes to Dubai as well. So I wanted to know what role NRIs can play. We can do fundraising, we can invest in specific projects in the So what are your thoughts? What are your plans?
Presently, the Indian economy is the fastest growing economy. But unfortunately, because of this coronavirus, we are facing strong economic challenges. We need to fight with coronavirus. At the same time, we need to fight economic war. India is a huge market. The skilled manpower is available. Raw material is available. Technology is available, and our production cost is comparatively very low. Now in the world scenario, the world is now very much keenly interested to deal with India. Fortunately, you know what are the situation happening into the world scenario. Majority country in the world, they want to deal with China. So this is the blessing in disguise. We can take the advantage of it. For that reason, we need to reduce the production cost, improve the quality. And for that reason, we need upgradation of the technology. And at the same time, we need foreign investment in our MSMEs. Now, as compared with the world, the insurance economy, pension economy, and share economy, stock exchange economy, India has got huge potential. We have now already formed fund 50,000 crore. The MSME, those who have track record, particularly good bank turnover, good GST record, good income tax record, good export record, and having good profits, we will make a scheme for them that we will make the rating of the MSME, and that MSME we will add 15% equity from the government side, and that MSME will approach to capital market. The idea in our mind is to make a MSME stock exchange. In the stock exchange, there will be MSME stock exchange. I am telling you, lot of MSME have good export. And now we change the definition of MSME. The medium scale MSME now, their investment in plant and machinery and equipment, that was only 10 crore. Now we have taken it to 50 crore. And the turnover was 20 crore. Now we have taken it to 250 crore and also excluded export turnover from that. So all MSME will get the advantage of all our schemes. And already India has 29% growth. The GDP contribution 29% from MSME. 48% of the export of the country is from MSME. And up till now 11 crore jobs created by MSME. So my suggestion and advice to you, I don't know what is the facility available in Dubai or not, but even you can make some private MSME exchange in Dubai also, where we can help you. We can think about this idea, and you can invest in an Indian MSME, those who have good profits, where government is taking 15% equity in it. That can be a good profit for you. As far as the returns are concerned, in Dubai the interest rate is very low, so you can invest in MSME, you will get good profits and good record. At the same time, in the banking and NBFC also, if you can invest, India has got the huge potential. The third thing is in infrastructure also you can invest. Already in NHI, I am planning to award work construction contract more than 15 lakh crore in 2 years. NHI is a very economically AAA rating institution. It's 100% owned by government, and our total income is 28,000 crore. Up to end of this year it will come to 40,000 crore, and we are expecting within 5 years our total income will be 1 lakh crore. So it is a very profit making organization having a AAA rating. So we can find out some models, because in infrastructure 100% FDI is allowed. So we can invest in infrastructure also. We are now planning of making of industrial clusters. We are making 22 green highway. The Delhi-Mumbai Green Highway is also one of the important highway. We are now acquiring land roadside. This is the 12-lane axis control concrete road, reducing distance between Delhi to Mumbai by 220 km. It starts from Sona near Haryana, Gurgaon, going up to Savai Madhopur, Alwar, then going to Vadodara to Mumbai, Jabua Ratlam, then Vadodara to Mumbai. It is from backward and tribal area of Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. The present alignment is from Delhi, Ahmedabad, Surat, Vadodara, Mumbai. Both the side, the land acquisition cost was 3 crore rupees per acre. And here we get the land with 10 to 20 lakhs rupees per acre. So land is available. We are now ready to acquire the land. We can make industrial clusters, leather cluster, plastic cluster, food cluster. We can make smart cities, smart villages. We will make the roads. We will make the arrangement for water, power, transport and communication. There will be connectivity to airport, ports, railway stations, and we can make a smart city and smart village there. So with the private joint venture, we can make it. Now the lot of associations are interested to make their clusters. For example, the leather industry's turnover is 1,45,000 crore. There are 45 to 55,000 crore is export, and domestic market is 85,000 crore. So they want to make a cluster where all type of facility integrated in approach, all facility will be available on one place, from designing to making of shoes and everything. So that can reduce the cost. So the idea is that there is also a huge investment opportunity. Then we are making such type of 22 green highways. One is Delhi, Amritsar, Katra. That is also the land acquisition is started. We are going to complete the Delhi Meerut highway. Presently, within a 6 months we will complete it. Presently it will take 4.5 hours come from Meerut to Delhi. But after this highway it will be 45 to 50 minutes from Delhi to Meerut. So my suggestion is these are the new avenues. Then we are planning for making of bus port, then roadside amenities, petrol pumps. Then we are making of ropeway, cable car, funicular railway, that public transport system on electricity, broad gauge metro. The huge potential is there. We are we have already completed the waterways in Ganga. It is also a huge potential is available. So these are the infrastructure project where a lot of opportunities are there. So my suggestion is, yes.
Very important initiatives, much needed for the country, and taking specifically the 50,000 crore MSME fund of funds, we'd like to start working on a fund here, which can channelize enough, which is regulated, channelized into your fund of funds. We'll work on initiatives like that with the support of your ministry. We will also, you mentioned about roads. That story is very well known. You have created amazing infrastructure in the country. The question that often comes to our minds is, in our own district, in our own state, and you have the Gram Sadak Yojana as well. But the roads at the state level, the state highways, are not of the same quality, have not been upgraded. So is there a plan to work with the state governments, support them? Because National Highways Authority has a lot of experience, expertise. How do you improve the quality of roads other than the highways?
Actually, when I took as a minister, there was 96,000 kilometer national highway was there, and 40% of the traffic of the country was on this 2% of the road. So now we increase it up to 1,48,000 kilometer. In Bharatmala, we are working on 24,000 kilometer, and now there is a file. We need approval from the Prime Minister. If we get it, we can make it up to 2 lakh crore. So that is going to change the all picture of the road in the state also. So already we are taking lot of preventive measures to improve the road quality. we double, 3 times more national highways now there. You take the case of UP and Bihar also, lot of works are going on. So within 1 or 2 years, there will be a great change. But as far as Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is concerned, actually it was a great opportunity for me given by Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji when he was Prime Minister. I was the main instrument to prepare this scheme, the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. There was a committee under my chairmanship. Sundarlal Patwa was the rural minister at that time, and I have formulated this scheme. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is a revolutionary scheme, but now it is with the rural ministry with Narendra Singh Tomar and implemented by the state government. Presently my department has no any access and relationship with that scheme, but the things are moving fast. They are also giving good targets, and India is changing now. Even on the rural level, the state level, district roads, state to state connectivity, national highway, everything is now in a very, very fast mode, and within 1 year or 2 years you will get too much change of picture in this field.
We will wait, because I think that is also equally important, that district roads in the states, etc., also improve in terms of quality. Let me ask a few questions relating to some of the issues faced by NRIs. And I'll start with, there was some 7 years back when Modi ji campaigned, and one of the things he said was less government, more governance. Fewer babus, fewer people pushing files, and more people working in the field, working to build the economy, build the nation. Now, at that time, in Pune, a group of economists recommended that income tax should be abolished. And instead, there should be a banking transaction tax, small one, even 0.5%, will produce 14 lakh crores, as opposed to income tax, which is generating about 9,000 crores or so. That idea was never taken forward because it was given to a group of secretaries. Now, secretaries are not going to say, take my job out. Babus are not going to be able to deal with it. Now, in Dubai, for instance, we don't have tax, but we have fees, we have costs, which are called user fees. So people pay for a particular service. If they want that service, they pay. If they don't want that service, or if they don't use that service, they don't have to pay. So what are your thoughts? I mean, you're a senior member of the cabinet. How do you, how can we transform India based on other forms of taxation? Income tax, the cost of collecting income tax is almost 80% of the collection, because you have so many people, and then you're employing accountants to minimize tax planning and the like. So when can we expect a revolutionary one? Because this was recommended by the Pune economists. It was taken up, I know, by Modi ji, but somewhere it got stuck. Can we expect something like that dramatically to happen?
Actually, already under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji, we have taken a lot of decisions related to the economic reform. Already in ease of business, the World Bank is already has increased our rank number, because it is already we are taking lot of decision for reform. Now e-governance is now in the full speed in progress, but still we need to do more things, and we are very much committed for that. And every time this reform factor is very important, and we are on the fast mode for that. Regarding this tax solution, I know this completely, but as a member of cabinet, this is a matter related with the finance ministry, and in public domain it will not be appropriate for me to make any comments on it. But only one thing which I will assure you, that our government is every time very much positive and supporting for economic reform. We are transparent, time-bound, result-oriented and corruption-free. We need to move administration fast, and we have taken lot of decision, and at least 1,200 bills which was the old laws was abolished, and we have taken lot of decision for different type of reform in the country, but still the process is going on. Every time Prime Minister is very insisting on this, that basically good government and good governance and development with the help of e-governance, with full transparency, time bound approach, result oriented approach, and transparency and corruption free system, the free from red tapeism, that is most important thing. We are improving lot of things now. Websites are developed now. In my ministry we have got one champion portal where we are receiving grievances of MSMEs, and it is a actually it is inaugurated by Prime Minister, launched by Prime Minister, and now we are getting good response. At least 50%, 50,000 grievances we have resolved. So now because of this all thing development of IT, there is a full transparency is there. So now even you don't need to use currency. The cards are available, digital transfers are there, the banking system is changed, many things are changing, and still the process is going on, and government is always taking lot of decision regarding the economic reform.
You mentioned about streamlining administrative machinery. Again, an issue which is affecting NRIs is recently, about 6 months back, the NRI resident status was amended by Nirmala ji and the finance ministry. They said if you spend more than 120 days in India, you become NRI but not ordinarily resident, and so your global income is taxed. So we made a number of representations saying there are lots of businessmen here who have businesses in India. They need to visit, they need to check how things are going, they need to look at new investment opportunities. They have to run an operation, make sure that it is running well. So why come up with these, kind of issues or hassles? I know the purpose behind it was more recently some people have become convenient NRIs. They've made a lot of money in India and come and become an NRI. But to catch a few people that are creating issues, we should not penalize the entire NRI community here by saying they have to count the number of days. If they exceed 120 days, they become a resident for tax purposes. Global income is taxed. So as a senior member of the cabinet, would you start, also looking at, the NRIs are ready to invest. The NRIs are ready to, take up the issues, whether it is MSME, whether it is roads, whether it is infrastructure, across the board. Over the years, they have been remitting significant amount of money, which is part of our foreign exchange reserves. So can the administration, the government also look at issues like this? When we sent a representation, we didn't hear anything back, and it was not changed.
So I'm a member of the cabinet. Now I am only restricted up to my ministry, that is the road and MSME. Regarding the foreign ministry's issue, regarding the finance minister issue, if you have, you please send your representation to me. I will try my level best to pursue this matter to the concerned ministry. But it will not be correct for me to make any comments on that issue, because again the media and other thing, it is going to happen, so it will not be appropriate for me. But sometime whatever the problem you have, please send your representation. I will try to take it to the concerned ministry and to resolve that issue.
Nitinji, are there any specific message that you would like to address NRIs in terms of not just investments, but how do we get more engaged? Dubai, we sometimes jokingly say, is the best suburb of Mumbai. It is only 2.5 hours away. So how do we get more connected? Right now, because of COVID-19, flights not being there, we're not able to do that. But hopefully this will also pass, and we will get into more engaging one with the Indian government, the Indian economy as NRIs. So how do we do that? What is your message for NRIs?
My feeling, this corona is a temporary phase. I feel that we will definitely, whole world is facing this problem. We are definitely going to win war against corona, and also India also. We are also facing economic war. But I am confident that we are the fastest growing economy. Our presence on international level is very important. Majority country in the world, maximum businessmen, industries, they are keenly interested to deal with India. India has got the young, talented manpower, skilled manpower is available, and particularly the people like you who are working in abroad, particularly Dubai and all over the different part of the world, their contribution is really a great thing, because your talent, your vision and your entrepreneurship is giving good prestige to country also, and both our Indians are doing excellent jobs. As an Indian, I am very much proud of all of our NRI. Now I feel that that is to be economically and present situation, which appeal I want to do for you, that presently Indian economy has got the huge potential. We need upgradation of technology, and the knowledge is the power. Innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill and successful experiences, we name it as a knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future for the country. But when the people like you who are there, they have got good technology, so you can contribute to Indian industry for upgradation of the technology. At the same time, you can make your investment there, and even if suppose if you are in export and imports, you can take the advantage of Indian industry also, and you can make the things here and you can export to the whole part of the world. As far as the quality, cost, India is very competitive. Now I am telling you, PPE kit, 2 months before, the India imported PPE kits from China by special aircraft, and today we are making PPE kit 5 lakhs per day. We are making sanitizer surplus, PPE kit surplus. Now we are started export for that, giving permission for that. So India has got the ability and potential, and the technology is equally important. We have got lot of research work, startup, the people, those who have got lot of good technology. Even we can take the technology help from the abroad, and people like you can be a mediator to get a good technology to Indian industry, and that can be a great contribution. As far as the quality and production cost is very important. We have to reduce the production cost and improve the quality, and definitely that is going to give us a good market for the world. So my feeling is, it is a huge potential is available, and I am not making any comparison. Also the profits and benefits which you are getting there, the investment returns are very less. I know what are the banking rates and other things are there. So it is more beneficial for the Indian people to invest in India. They will get good returns. Only you need to go for investment with a proper person, proper industry. That is very important. And now we are making the policy of making credit rating system. And now also I am going to organize a meeting with the stock exchange people, and we will plan this scheme. And I feel that it can be a good potential. Still anywhere regarding development of MSME, development of technology, development of skill, trainings. If you have any good idea, kindly send it to me. We will take your help also for that. And 100% I am confident that with the cooperation of all stakeholders, still you people, we are not actually you are not in India. But what our feeling is that the people who are working abroad, they are also the part and parcel of this country. We have love, affection, recognition, respect, everything for you, for your great talent, great vision and great contribution in that country. That is also a great pride for the country. So any type of new cooperation, new joint venture, new technology regarding investment, anything, regarding development of MSME also. Anywhere, whatever in my purview, in my ministry, whatever proposal you have, please send it to me. I will 100% positive try to do it. And again, I am giving my best wishes to all of you. Be safe. Today, this is the problem not for India but for Dubai also, for whole world also. So be safe. Take the necessary precaution about yourself. That is very important because life is most important. I am giving my all best wishes to all of you for your good future. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you, Nitin ji. Yeah. We've got one question from one of our members. You mentioned about PPP kit and India started producing. In fact, India has also been supporting the UAE by sending hydrochloroquine medicines and in terms of sending doctors, nurses to support the healthcare system here. So the question is, why can't we invest more in healthcare infrastructure along roads, create medical infrastructure? For instance, we keep seeing that Delhi hospitals are getting full. In many cities, the hospitals are overflowing. All kinds of issues that have come up. Why not, similar to resorts and everything else that you're creating, create medical infrastructure across roads, across, which have good access, good transportation, good connectivity. So this was a question from one of our members.
You are absolutely correct, of the same opinion. Now we are giving permission to private industry also for making of medical colleges, paramedical courses, institutes. Then we are making for medical devices. We are now planning to start 4 to 5 medical device park. One of the park in Visakhapatnam is now doing excellent job. Then we are also in pharmaceutical bulk pharmaceutical raw material. For that purpose, we have planned a new policy by which we don't need to import from anywhere. Then already in health services, we are encouraging. We need to actually accelerate the speed because it is the time that there is lot of potential is there, and we are on the same line, and we are trying to develop. At the same time, Ayurveda, Yoga Vigyan is also developed. The wellness centers are there, Panchakarma and other thing. Then homeopathy, Ayurveda, naturopathy is also, there is a lot of attraction from the whole world. So these are the line, and you are absolutely correct. We need to concentrate more on this health services issues, and we are on the same line. We are making it fast. We will try to do it as early as possible to give an international standard health facility everywhere in India.
Thank you very much, Nitin ji, and thank you for giving us, such strong affirmative confidence. Dilip ji, is there any other questions from others?
Yes. In fact, there are 2 questions come from one of our members, Sachin Mahajan, who comes from Nagpur. So, Nitin ji, namaste. My name is Dilip Sinha, part of IBPC, and I work here with an American multinational also. And I'm from Mumbai. The question, 2 questions are, one is regarding Mumbai, Nagpur. Is there any future plans for bullet train? That's one. And the second question from Sachin is, there are a lot of job losses everywhere in the world, and also as well in India, in various industries. So is government working on certain plans in that sector? Any thoughts from you on that sector, Nitin ji?
Presently, this is the problem. But now we have already started our industry. Our 70 to 80% traffic movement is on our national highway. Our ports are open, export and import is open. And now industries are also open. I am confident that within month, 2 months, we will be in position to regularize the situation. But now, presently, we are facing some problem. Regarding Mumbai, Nagpur bullet train, now at the time when Devendra was Chief Minister, he actually planned a big project, a Samruddhi Mahamarga between Nagpur to Delhi, Nagpur to Mumbai. and it is the work is going on. But now on the road side, there is a land is available. For the future, they can think about it. But in my Delhi-Mumbai Express Highway, there is a land is available. If any company is ready to start any type of new innovative mass rapid transport system on electricity, I can immediately within 8 days, I can give full land for that. The land is available, but he has to invest in it. So this can be possible. But Delhi Mumbai also, Delhi Nagpur also, Nagpur Mumbai also, now it is the new government is there. So I don't know whether they will take this proposal or not. But definitely we can think about it to construction of bullet train from Nagpur to Mumbai, and that is also got a huge potential.
Thank you, Nitinji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nitinji, you've been very kind. You gave us half an hour, and I think you have exceeded it. You've been very kind to take all our questions. What we'd like to do is to continue this dialogue by, hopefully once COVID is behind us and once flights resume, actually bring a delegation with specific proposals in terms of investments into the fund of funds, into the agri sector, a number of other sectors that you have mentioned in terms of the opportunities. So we'd like to come and meet with you and your officials and give some progress from this end. So thank you once again. Really appreciate that.
Namaskar.